When we think about independent reading, one of the most important considerations is that of routine. Elementary teachers spend weeks at the beginning of the year establishing procedures, building stamina, and fostering student independence. For secondary classrooms, routine and procedures are still very important to a successful independent reading culture. So, how do we do this? How long does it take? Building independence in our independent reading takes time, patience, and repetition. Start small, practice, and be consistent, and you will see students grow in their excitement and engagement while reading. So let's talk routine for a second. What parts of a routine do you need to consider? Think through these questions as you decide how you want your independent reading time to function. First, let's consider book checkout. When will students select books? Anytime, any day? Only on certain days during reading time? Can students check one book out at a time or more than one? Consider that in elementary, students have to have book boxes due to the sheer volume of books they're consuming in a week, but middle school and high school students usually are reading longer and more dense texts. What if a student realizes that a book is too easy or too difficult, or just doesn't like the book? Is there a procedure for abandoning books? Is this something that students can do independently, or do they need your permission? Can they abandon in the middle of a book? Let's talk about text access also. How will you curate books for your students? Could you use your campus library and partner with your librarian? Do you plan on building a classroom library? And if so, how can you acquire books for that? What about classroom layout and logistics? Are students allowed to read anywhere they want in your classroom? How will your classroom setup affect your independent reading? Do they need to read at their desk? If you have flexible seating like beanbag chairs or a carpet, they can't all fit at there one time. So what is the routine that you would have for selecting reading spots and how long they're going to stay there? Let's also think about logistics and accountability. How on earth will you know what everyone's reading? And how would you track their progress? Would you prefer something like a paper book log that students could pass around daily, or is there some kind of a digital tool that you could use to stay organized? Finally, what will independent reading look like and sound like? Can students read with a partner sometimes, or maybe work with a book club? Could students read aloud to themselves if they need to? What strategies will students need to know to stay focused and to be able to be self-directed learners and self-directed readers? So yes, there are a lot of considerations to think about, but establishing these routines before starting this journey, figuring out what's comfortable with your personality and style will help you enter into an independent reading program with confidence and excitement. Your independent reading program will be a great first step in cultivating a love and excitement in your students around reading, resulting in an overall culture of growth and learning in your classroom.